Hey, I'm hopping on here today to catch up with you about one of my favorite things. It's actually one of the words that I use the most when I'm communicating, if you listen really carefully. The word is seasons. And one of the things that I love about the word seasons is that I feel like it's something that makes a time that I'm walking through feel and just feel like maybe there's an end to it, right? Like, so seasons have an end. So in the spring, we can look forward to the spring with all the rain and all of the rapid growth and things like that. We can see that coming to an end, and we end in summer. And then we have these beautiful warm temps, and then we have to fight to keep everything alive because it's the summer and things are being baked, right? And so then we go into fall, and we're so excited about the changing leaf colors. If you're anything like me and you live in the Midwest, you get all of these seasons, right? And so the leaves change and they fall off the trees. And during that time, as they're losing their leaves and things like that, they're probably going through a period of loss, right? And so now we've gone through fall, and then we move into winter. And in that time, these very trees that have released all the fruit of their labor are actually protected from being killed, the fruit being killed, because it's already been lost, right? And so those trees now are in a dormant state as they go into winter. And now we're in winter, and it's cold and it's icy, and we're killing off all the extra bugs. One of my favorite things about winter, right? And we get those beautiful snow days where we can look out over the beautiful snow and things like that. And maybe you still have kids and they bundle up and go out in the snow. But there's so much that happens in the winter season. But sometimes when we look at our lives as seasons, we kind of miss that those seasons are good and bad for different reasons, right? We might be in the middle of a storm or a stormy season. And in the middle of a stormy season, it's hard to see that there's going to be a clearing and that storm cloud is going to move away. It's also hard for us to sometimes think about what our steps are to be moving through that season. But then other times, we're not in stormy seasons, we're in rainy seasons and seasons of rain when we're growing and we're being replenished and we're hydrating and all those amazing things are happening. And then there are other times that are just really hot and difficult. And so in all of those seasons, one of the things we get to do is we get to look at them differently, right? Is it a stormy season where we're protected and we're staying in more and we're with our people that we care about more, but we're going through hard things? Is it a sunny season where it's really hot and we're able to go out and enjoy the vitamin D that was designed for us so beautifully? What kind of season are you in right now? I know when I'm in the fullness of season, sometimes I get caught up and I get stuck on one track and I'm thinking about things one way. And what I need to remind myself in those seasons, and the reason that I do life with people and the reason that I bring other people along with me, and I invite you to do the same, is because people need to remind you, hey, in that season, that hard season, that cold season, there are some things that maybe have fallen off, right? Some things that fell away from your life that'll make it easier for you to get through this season. But in this next season, we move into the season of growth. We move into this springtime where there's extra hydration and there's new growth and exciting things. Even though there's pain in that time, there's also goodness in that. And we get to grow into new things, right? And so I just want to invite you, no matter what season you're in right now, no matter what part of the season you're looking at, are you looking at the hard part of the season? Or are you looking at the joy part of the season, right? Like, we get to choose. And so make sure you don't miss both sides of that, right? And recognize too, that other people going through the same season or a similar season to you may see it differently. And so, I just want to remind us to have perspective in these seasons as we walk through those things. And I just wanted to share that with you today because it's something that I think about in my life. I also want to remind you that seasons end, right? And so if you're in a season that's been going on for a really, really, really long time, don't lose heart because you're getting close to the end. And so your season's about to maybe end and you're going to go into a new season. And so what can we look forward to? And what can we pick up and take along with us from this season to use in the next season and to steward that season? Thanks so much for joining me today. I love that we're doing life together. And if there is anything that I can do to serve or support you in your season, please don't hesitate to reach out. Have a blessed day.